Hey folks, we are going to continue working on the Spelljammer Combat and Exploration artwork that we've been working on here. Give me a second here to check my signal and then we'll get to work. So hold on here real fast. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3. Mic 2, 3. Mic. Alright, sounds like that's going through A-okay. Cool beans. Give me a second here to boost my signal here, and then I'll run through an intro spiel and we'll get back to work. So if you're here in the future and you've caught the stream before, hi future. If you want to skip ahead like a minute, I'll get into the grind of it. But for anyone else that is new to the channel, or if you're here live with me in real time, hey, welcome to the mix. My name is Theurgy. I create role-playing game supplements. I publish them, I illustrate them, I publish them online. I've been focusing my attention on Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition here for the past 5 years, and there are a slew of links in the description down below to different books that I've created. They're on DMsGuild.com. They all have free previews, so if you're on a desktop, there'll be a label that says full preview underneath the cover image on each of the individual supplement pages. If you are on a mobile device, you'll see an eye icon on the right-hand side of the screen. Whether you're on a desktop or on mobile device, either one of them, if you click on them, they'll open up a full preview. You can skim through the documents that I have. There's probably about 150 different illustrations, so if you're here for art, you can peel open those documents and check out about 150 different illustrations. If you do a search for my name as an artist, Theurgy, you'll probably find about 100 some odd different products I've used my stock art so far, so thanks a lot to the community for all the support and using my work. Another way to support the channel is, let's make a rearrangement here. I just posted that I'm live on Twitter, so if you want to follow me if you're still on the Twitter X platform, I'm at Theurgy. Best way to support the channel is to like, subscribe, holy crap, hit the bell icon to get notifications. Hey, we've picked up like 5 or 6 people since yesterday. I don't know what's going on, but thanks a lot to folks that are checking out the stuff and sticking around. We're currently at episode 280 of this stream, and we created this book cover back around episode 15. So if you wanted to see all 280 episodes, you can click into the full playlist here and check out what we had going on. Hold on. I forgot to open up my bits. Hold on. Burp. So here's the Word program, because I use Microsoft Word for my layouts because I'm an amateur. Sure. No, I just find I like Microsoft Word. It's free. It's easy to push text around. I can actually write inside of it directly. I know there's other programs that let me do that, but the jive I get off of Word I like a lot. So we will test a game. As a DM, I run campaigns from level 1 to 20 in about 200 to 250 hours. So when I build a product, it's something that it's either tools that I needed to run the game, or it's something that got developed during one of my games that was cool enough to publish for other people to play with. So, hey Karen. And so we had this idea for having more detail on space combat, exploration, all the things. And so we built out a document, we play tested it, playtests came back good, we wordsmithed it out, hired an editor to make the words actually good. Once the editor gave us the text back, we broke it up into individual pages so we can have bite-sized ideas on each page. And all these gaps that you see are spaces that we can put illustrations and diagrams and stuff. So we'll extract a page from the Word document as a PDF. We'll then import it here into Photoshop, and then we begin illustrating. So when it's done, we'll extract it. We'll drop all the illustrations back here into Word. We'll seal up the document into a PDF. We'll publish it on DMsGuild, and we'll have notification and links for folks to check it out once they do. There's probably about 80 tokens between ships, creatures, and NPCs, including stuff from Light of Xeraxis. There's about 8 maps from Light of Xeraxis. That's all going to be included. The first of the 106 pages here, the first 80 some are strict mechanics and deep dives into ideas about how to run campaigns in Spelljammer. And then the last 25 pages is the conversion guide for Light of Xeraxis. So you can use all of these mechanics and implement them in the Light of Zarax's game to showcase how well these mechanics work with what Wizards intended. So I hope you guys think this stuff is cool. Again, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notifications of more stuff that we're doing in the future. And without any further ado, let's dive into this. So, what's up? Let's see. We're creating these guys. I absolutely hate this guy's stance. It is driving me up the wall because it looks so weird. I'm pretty happy with how she sits. I'm going to just let her sit. I'm going to go back to this harpoon flinger dude here, the fighter. I'm going to... he needs lighting. Bluff. He needs lighting. Let's go peel this apart. How are my layers looking here? I've got all my flats. I've got all the flats. Let's go to, how do I want to transition this? Let's close up the Eldritch Cannon. Let's stitch this stuff up here. That didn't work the way I expected it to. Here, and I want to have there. That's what I wanted. So we can blump that out. We can go back down here into our line art. What's going on, Karen? How you got going on? Let's get this on screen. There. That should do well. Yeah, let's just grab this dude and that feels better already. So there's a lot of diagrams and charts and tables and stuff that we build off screen because construction, like asset construction, is only interesting if it's artwork. I'm pretty sure this is truth. And hold on, so I do a lot of that work offline, and I'm on the. I only have 3 left. So there's only three movement like ship combat or movement or whatever diagrams left. And once those are done, I then get to dive into the Light of Zaraxis section and start working out all of the. I can work out the page layouts and maps and charts for that as well. But I don't intend to have any actual illustrations in the Light of Zaraxis section because we have all the ship tokens and NPC tokens and all the combat maps and all the blah 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 that we've built out. Those should be plenty to act as visual assets to pepper throughout the document. So I don't think I'll need. Maybe I'll have an illustration here or there. I don't anticipate it. I don't want it. I want to just stick with the assets that we built for Light of Zaraxis to be inside of there. Yeah. So that's the idea. Is that we are. So let's see. I have the rest of this week, and then I'll have Christmas on the 25th with my fam, and then I should be. Back online, taking my holiday vacation for the year from the 26th through the 30th. What is that going to be? Yeah, the 26th through the 29th. I have those 4 days off. So for my day job. So my intention is to work. Is to keep my normal schedule of production in the morning, lunchtimes, and in the evenings during this process. But I'll be able to stream a lot more during the day during that week as well. And then I have the 1st off. I'm not sure yet what's happening on the 1st. I may or may not have something going on with the family. If not, then I'll be streaming all day on Tuesday the 1st as well. So I've got 4, maybe 5 days worth of solid production that I can put in before the new year. And well, the 5th day would be on the 2nd, but my goal is to publish in January. And with this week off hopping up, and us being done with almost all of the off-screen stuff that I need to do, I mean, Lives of X is a 25-page haul, so it's gonna take a couple weeks for me to probably finish that. But that's something I can do offline. While we continue to finish these ship illustrations, and we also have a couple environment illustrations for the random system generator that we have in the first appendix. Here, I'll show you. I think I've showed this off before, but yeah. Random system generator. There you go. So there's like gap, 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 gap. Was that it? 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe we'll squeeze something in there. I typically don't pinch in pictures inside of this empty space between columns, but so we'll have 4 or 5 pictures, but they're all just environment pictures, like different looking worlds and asteroid belt systems and different environmental stuff here. And here's we're going to use Anadia, the closest planet to the sun in the Forgotten Realms, basically as our sample of how inhabitants can exist on different types of planets. So we have, yeah, it's only, but it's all environment or planet illustrations. So it's just landscapes, and I love doing my landscapes. Landscapes is basically like complete zero thought energy for me. So I am looking forward to diving into that space. And that'll happen after we finish these combat illustrations. So if you can't tell, I'm starting to get frustrated with still working on this stupid gunner piece. Wop, wop, wop. Wop, wop. That looks a lot better. Nice. All right, cool. So he's in form again. Good job, buddy. Let's go see if we can fix our shit. Hair. What if I was being bold, like an American? I don't hate it. Pull that in like that. Bring this here. I hear you, timer. Thank you for keeping time. Very good. It wants me to take coffee. I need the coffee for the builds. All right. Let's get into that. We still got some slop going on here. Karen, what do you had going on lately? Can we do that? We can do that. Don't want to do that. That feels right. There we go. Hey, big shout out to all the new subscribers out there. It was a blessing to find a slew of new souls jumping online with us today. So thanks a lot. Hey, Christmas, yay! I'm starting to making homemade. Oh, no kidding. What's like apricot or blackberry or what do you got going on? I'm a big jelly jam enthusiast. I'm just a toast enthusiast. It's just toast is a jam and butter delivery device, which I am all on board. Let's see. I feel like this angle is a little low, that it should be tilted up a little bit. I think it's, yeah, I'll fix that. I'm going to fix that once we get back to it, but I want to make sure that I'm keeping tempo with these two dudes. So I'm going to, let's merge that down. And where was my reference for this cat? I think I pulled this off of here somewhere. No, huh? I had to have fetched somewhere. Where did I fetch you from? Since I don't see color, I have to hunt for where my color reference is, and I didn't write it down because I'm a dumbass. There we go. There we go. That's where we're pulling from. No, it's still tilting weird. There we go. Okay, I see where we're at. Thank you. Cool, so I can use that as my highlight. And then I can push this down further into a darker blue, more like a purpley. There we go. That should be a decent color range to have sitting on top of this guy. Shadow, highlight, not bad. Let's go back to our shadow. Let's push it down a little bit further. I see you've responded to my question, and it would be courteous of me to actually see what you're saying. Hey. Oh, apple jam, really? Concord grape is classic. Said correctly, I have to redo it. Muscadine. I don't even know what muscadine is. Apple jam. Holy crap. Apple habanero is something that one of the farms around here in Seattle makes. And wow, it's... Holy crap. Tastosaurus. Rawr. Let's... I'm doing an overlayer for the lighting and shadow. I want to have some backlit here. There we go. Now we're finally getting into it. Muse, guide my hand. She just loves flying. Darkness. Fill in the void with darkness. What's up? Oh, right on, like really sweet. The more you know. I had a blast last night doing the Eberron stream, creating art. We were getting into detailing of the creature tokens that we've been creating, and I love that detail work. It's so fun making filigree and little details and all the little bits. Very fulfilling. Oh, right on. Oh, yum. Nom 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 nom. 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 We all love our grapes. We like eating grapes here. Holy shit, that's fun. All right, so I have my backlight here, which is just a lighter, paler blue than the base color and the shadow, but I want to use the yellow from this from the Eldritch Cannon to highlight along over here. Make use of the environment a little bit more, just a touch. Just to help highlight that this thing is part of the machinery. It's part of the same composition by having that color bleed over light source from one area to another. That's pretty good. I mean, there's not a lot of complexity that I need to have here on this character, so I think that's rough and ready. Let's go and transition into... We'll close down the fighter. Let's open up the... let's open up the cannon. The cannon. Oh, I'll go with the cannon. Oh, sorry, Sideshow Bob, but is there a special birthday wish? The cannon. Let's go with base color here, and very easy to domesticate. They probably want to be. I don't know, man. I don't know the whims and wants of plants. Where are we at inside of here? The other. Let's push, let's push that up like that. I bet that's gonna feel okay. Where her? Let's do that. Without the other. I'm gonna do that real quick because I want to take a look at this, and I think these are the same. Pretty fucking close. Pretty close. So I could probably use the same armor for these metal bits down here on the frame, the posting. Maybe I'll put a cap on these here as well. Buff this out to be more metallic. That should work. And that's also metal. So we have like this this wooden thing going on here. Let's just do this. Let's drop all this crap into there. Let's just do a soft blend. It'll be easy. Oof, man, we're making this guy rough and ready, ain't we? It'll all work out. That's metal. Shod. So I have Monday off. I typically post a video on Sunday. I'm trying to contemplate the logistics. I am noticing that me creating a video to post each week is eroding the amount of production time I have for the actual assets that we're creating here on Saturdays. So I'll do my Saturday morning stream, and then at the end of that, I see where we're at. At the end of that, I jump offline, and then I create the Sunday video post, and then I schedule that for Sunday. And that's apparently taking me about 3 hours to do. The last one that I did was on maintaining lifestyles aboard ships. You can see it in my actual videos that are on my channel here on Phil Kearney. But that's a 24-minute video. It took about 3 hours for me to make it, between the artwork for the cover plate and then setting it all up. Yeah, from like beginning to end, it was about 3 hours, and maybe there was about 2 hours of takes. I think it took that long. If it's 15 minutes or less, it seems to, I've done I think 4 of these things now, and the ones that are less than 15 minutes take about 2 hours for me to resolve. And the longer this longer one, this 24-minute video, that's the longest one I've done before. Yeah, that took 3 hours to do. So I'm trying to I'm looking at maybe like if I do 2 videos, one for Sunday and then one for Monday, that's probably going to tear like a 5-hour chunk of my Saturday. And I have Curse of Strahd. I get to play D&D. I actually get to play D&D once every other week, and that's Saturday evening. So I do stream from like 9:30 till 11:30, and then I have Strahd at 5. So that basically gives me a 5-hour block to build 2 videos. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull that off. So I'm going to have to take a look at what's some low-hanging fruit that I can make some comments on. I don't necessarily have to do a video every day, but the results have been impressive as far as people taking an interest in what it is I'm doing here. So I am inclined to do so. Let's build a little thing like this here, and we'll integrate that yellowing on the other edge of it here in a few minutes. There, and then we'll want to grab this highlight here to run top line here. Oh, maybe I can do something on hazards. That'd be fun. We haven't really spent any real time on hazards on the stream. So most of the artwork that I did for hazards was I did that section almost entirely offline. So that would be a fun space to probably spend a little bit of time in. Change approved. Fire. Yeah, fire is fires is something that 5e doesn't really do well, because they don't deal, like 5e generally doesn't deal damage to objects. I think it's because they don't want you punching holes through walls in dungeons, even though the game isn't very focused on dungeons at all anymore. I appreciate them wanting to preserve the structural integrity of their death walks. But again, they don't really do anything with dungeons for the most part. So I'm thinking, well, anyway, we entered it since ships can catch fire, and if there's a fire, it burns out air supplies faster. We built mechanics on catching things on fire and how quickly that erodes the quality of air. So I think that would actually be a useful thing to have a little walkthrough. I could probably do that in 15 minutes. It's pretty straightforward. And yeah. And then since we were talking about maintaining a lifestyle on Sunday, we could follow up with crew mutinies. That makes a lot of sense. So yeah, I think this could work. I could probably do a crew mutiny thing like maybe in 10 minutes. A 10-minute video. Right. Good luck, Phil. Yeah, let's try that. I'll try a 10-minute for mutinies and then a 10-minute for fire. And then I can have those as my 2 peel outs for the 24th and the 25th. And then that'll give me a week for me to buff out the rest of the stuff for me to be able to flip back through. And let's do that. Yeah, I think that'll work. Glad we had this conversation. Thanks a lot. I've never seen, not to say that they don't exist, but I have never seen any 5e mechanics on the rate of things catching fire and then being destroyed by fire. It's a complication, that's for sure, but I think I really think it's relevant for the SJ stuff. Anyway, whatever. I've got my plan. I can stop talking about it. I'll talk about it more then. Hey, what's up? I would understand you not doing a video on Monday, Christmas Day. I'm spending the day with my video, so I won't be much online. Yeah, no, yeah. I'm not going to do. I'm just gonna have one there. I'm liking this being present 7 days a week. I think it's healthy for the channel's growth. If I somehow I'm absolutely not going to be online on Christmas. I'll be spending time with my family. God bless them. But having something there, it will allow me. I think it'll allow me to bounce off of the like if I start building momentum by being present every day, and then when I take a break, my overall momentum slides back. It's like YouTube has some sort of toggle in their algorithms that the more frequently you're present, the more they push your stuff. I honestly have no idea if that's true or not, but that feels like what's going on. So I'm incentivized to push that stuff out. We'll see. How are we doing on time? Oh my god, it's only 7? Holy shit. Okay. Conquer the day, y'alls. Into these worlds of unknown danger they ride. They're the galaxy rangers, heroes in the sky. No guts, no glory, no pay, no gain. All for one, one for all. Riders on the range. No guts, no glory. Oh, we're taking a stand, ready to do it again. I'm a big fan of old 80s cartoons. Galaxy Rangers, Silverhawks, Ulysses, 3031. There's a lot of really, really cool. Thundar the Barbarian, obviously. There's a lot of old, cool cartoons out there that... There's the guy that that promoted Power Rangers, Hans Saban. Was it Jen Saban? Saban, S-A-B-A-N. I forget his last name. Anyway, that guy can write some fucking songs, man. He did Cops. He did Galaxy Rangers. Obviously, he did Power Rangers as well. I think he did. He did Cops. Yeah, he did Ulysses 3031. I think he did Robotics. Like if it was a catchy intro song on an 80s, I think he did Visionaries. That dude can write. That guy can write jingles, man. He was gifted. Where do we go from here, radio? I wonder. It could be anywhere, man. We could go anywhere you want. It's up to you. Hey, what's up? Thundercats? I don't know. I don't know if Saban did Thundercats or not, but I love Thundercats. That show is cool as shit, man. Oh, he did Bionic 6. He wrote the theme song. If you haven't seen Bionic 6, that's a really cool show. Some of the animation is like really high grade animation. Highly it's a fun show. I think it lasted only 1 or 2 seasons. Oh, he did the theme song, The Pole Position. Love Pole Position. It wasn't well, I love the theme song. And I love the cars. But it didn't really go very far after that. That feels pretty good. Sitting here, I'm looking at this. There's the rail. I'm thinking, what happens? What does happen if I decide to just panel this over? It'd be more realistic to have a panel, to have a solid panel like this. But the problem is that it takes away. This basically becomes half this page. Basically becomes. Like from here down, this is all irrelevant. It becomes visually dead space. So, maybe it can be less of an issue than that. Maybe I can just do. Another rail. That feels pretty good, and that would give you the cover that you want. That feels actually pretty good. Let's do that. Change approved, as Cougar Town would say. I don't know if you've seen Cougar Town or not with Courtney Cox. That is Cougar Town's fucking funny. 7 seasons. The last season, I think they had a changeover in writers, so the quality isn't quite as high. But I would say 2nd through 5th season, that show is in full stride. It's so funny. Courtney Cox has got a really good career. She was the sister. Who was she? I don't remember her name in Friends, but she was Ross's sister. But she's in Pleasantville, which is, I think that's on Netflix, or maybe it's Amazon right now. And of course Cougar Town, and then Friends, of course. I think she may have been in something else. I'm not sure. But those are 3 TV shows that are really good shows. I don't watch TV at all, unless time I have off screen with my gal is basically couch and sleep time. Neither one of us get a lot of sleep. Neither one of us sleep a lot. We're both working like 80 hours a week, and so when we have time together in the evening, you know, do the dinner and then crash out together. It is TV is an easy way for us to decide whether we want to be awake or not. And there's like we've both watched multiple episodes of the same show like over and over again because one or the other of us will pass out. And it's like, did you see that episode? It's like, nah, that's a good one. We should watch that. Let's go with. I want to skew that just a little bit more. That feels right. Now I think this plain slat that should be fine. It's breaking up the space, but it's still showing their presence. That's basically what I wanted, and it's easy for me to duplicate back there. But I don't want to introduce things into the illustrations that don't actually exist inside of the product that we built. So I don't want to be misleading about stuff. I am going to take this opportunity though to take a sip. Back a bit here on the page. Just gonna bask here for a second, just to absorb this while I have a sip of coffee here with you guys. Yeah, that feels pretty good. All right, coffee break's over. Let's take a sip of water to keep ourselves. My massage therapist tells us that we should have a ratio of 2 cups of water per 1 cup of coffee to help prevent us from getting kidney stones. So, she's the expert. We'll comply. Yeah, I feel really, really good about that railing now. I think that's all we really need to do. And we have consistent language for all the wood slats that we have going back there. So the perspective curves very, very smoothly for that. I'm very happy with that. I also noticed that this drum here is off. So let's go down here to our Eldritch Cannon. Just drop that down like that. Keep it in line. You know, maybe I should, maybe instead, I could have like maybe one slat here and then another slat here to cut off this base so you don't see the bottom of the drum. So you don't have to look at the sausage being made so much. Let's go back to this and take a look. Obviously the perspective is off at this point, but if I had something, well, that's a good point. Let's conceal and then reveal. So what happens if I do like this? And then another one like this. That feels better. Yeah. This post needs to be fixed here. But overall, I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. And it helps build that framing in, so that's good. And we'll have shadow lighting all throughout here, so I think we can. And when we drop in the wood texture, I think that'll probably make things look pretty. All right, cool. So we're good. Let's now that we have this, we can sally forth in confidence. Where are we at right now? Yeah, I need to fix this. I'm gonna hit save real quick. We're gonna tie up that flinger. We're gonna expand this out. The cannon. Line art, line art. I think this is a separate. Work our way down. There it is. All right. So I can take this. Yeah. It's not a big change. Yeah, I think I just need a little bit more. Like that. There. That feels steady. And oh yeah, that still works. Good. Let's do this. Better. So where do I want to go from here? Where do we go from here? Still looking for that blue jean baby queen. Prettiest girl I've ever seen. See it up on the movie screen. Jimmy Dean. James Dean. Rock on. We'll get to that. Let's see. Where do we focus? Where are we at? Oh yeah, we're still working on the dude. Flinger. Fighter. Jimmy Dean, rock on. That's where we were getting that blue from. I remember now. Too late. Let's grab that spotlight there. That's a good one. And shadow here. That feels pretty good. Okay, that'll do. Let's see. That feels decent. Let's get back to work on her. Now we'll just spend the... Yeah, we still have a half hour. Holy shit, yeah. All right, let's start my timer over. There, about 30 minutes left. So we'll just do filigree rendering for the next 30. Just let our brain turn off for a little while and enjoy the ride. We have a ship combat picture after this one. Basically, a squadron of aerocraft attacking a galleon, and we have a fucking boarding combat scene of like multiple creatures boarding a ship. That's ridiculous that we haven't even started doing that yet. That's it's small though. It's like it's like got all this shit going on, and it's like a sixth of a page. The amount of detail I'm going to try to cram into that space is going to be a little insane, and that'll be the next thing that we work on after this. No, actually, I think the fighter ship. The fighter craft shearing the sails of the galleon. I think that's going to be the next piece that we do after this one. But then we have that boarding scene to work on, and I think we're going to be working on that one, yeah, throughout the holiday. We'll see if we get the stuff that I think I'm going to get done, if we get it done or not. Everything always takes longer than I think it does. I think if I had a wish, it would be that I can accurately predict how long it's going to take for me to complete something. That's a stupid wish, you know, but it would be great for me to be able to actually plan out things appropriately and not overburden myself. That's one of those hidden skills that don't get a lot of attention that are really important. Time management. I think I manage my time well. The problem is that I don't know how much time I need to manage. That's, like I said. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. I was listening to the Galaxy Rangers when I woke up this morning. That's why the theme song's in my head like that. Step away from the face. Face! How low can you go? Getting a real cleric vibe off this gal, but I don't want to set specifically which god she worships. That feels pretty good. That feels pretty good. So the level of detail I'm putting into this piece is a little... I originally thought this was just going to be more like a sketch, but nope. Nope. Decided to go ahead and go full bore. As always. Can't half-ass anything, can I? I would not want you any other way. Lay down, funny boy. Nothing seems to satisfy. The Tool concert I went to last month, holy crap. Tool in concert is fun. First time I ever seen Tool. Very good time. Very much fun. Would see again. Voodoo. Voodoo. One, two, three. There's four. Go. Proper framing. Build. I can use the wrist, the wrist separation between gauntlet and bracers to transition from like curving like this versus this. That transition point happens very easily at the wrist as a sort of empty space to transition in those angles. Grab a dark bit here. Block that hand in there so it doesn't get too large in comparison to the face. Right now it's about the right size. Here, see, it's just a little bit larger than what her face is. Like you do that face test of slapping somebody in the face. So if I were to do this accurately, it'd be more like this. See, it just about fits her face, and with her hand being a little bit closer to the machine, to the weapon, than where her stance is, that's probably about appropriate. So I think I can get away with that. I don't have to murder myself on the details either, but it does allow me to then drop in shadow here on her chest. Stuff takes a while, but it's incredibly satisfying. I was talking about last night, I've got this intuition that maybe once I get into January that I start doing Eberron in the morning like this, and then start doing Spelljammer on Mondays and Thursday nights. Because I'm going to be doing Eberron in the mornings when the Spelljammer book publishes anyway. And I talk about random stuff a lot more on Mondays and Thursday nights, and if I'm trying to hype this book being released, going on narrative rants might actually be to the benefit of the effort, but I haven't completely sold myself on that yet. Let's get that filled in there. I'm not a fan of boob armor, generally speaking, unless it's narratively, unless it's fitting a specific like art direction, or if I'm referencing a character that exists that has boob armor, that I would need to have it there to be accurately portraying whoever that character is, whether it's a commission project or fan content of some other character existing someplace. But generally, I'm more interested in practical armor than aesthetically pleasing. I mean, I think if you have accurately built armor, it's going to be aesthetically pleasing. But like, I don't just like make boobs out of armor just to have them to say this is a chick. I think you can demonstrate that a chick is a chick without having to specifically have accentuated armor to emphasize I'm a chick. You know, like, you being a chick is like super far distant third to am I still alive at the end of this fight? But you can have a form mold, a form curved to accommodate the anatomy of a chestly character without having to really throw in your face I'm a chick, you know. Anyway, that's what I'm attempting to accomplish here. I think I'm accomplishing it well enough. I want to have. Yeah. Let's merge that down, and then I can thin out this waistline a little bit. There, that is starting to feel pretty good. Yeah. Better. And now we're back to the bag. And how are we doing on time? 7:45? Still have 10 minutes. Cool. Let's just keep rendering. This is, what is this, Tuesday? I'm hoping to have the last of the page diagrams finished on Thursday. So I can transition into the page layouts for the second appendix, the Theurgy's conversion guide. Crazy, it's like a 26-page appendix. It's like its own fucking book. But it feels right to have it be in the actual book. No regrets. We'll stick with it. Looking forward to getting martial powers published, and then being able to build a powers for pilots, and like Spelljammer specific powers. Like while you're piloting a ship, these are a list of powers that you can prepare to help amp up your ship. I think that's gonna be a lot of fun. Now then, let us tie in the jammer to the powers. That'll help open up the door to having the a Ravnica space opera campaign, which I am casually interested in. I don't know how. I don't know what Wizards is going to do with DMsGuild or D&D Beyond or third-party publishers like myself. I don't know where we're going to go. If I ended up getting, I don't know, man. If I ended up getting out of the D&D space, I was talking about getting into Cypher. Which I would enjoy. I like Cypher, but not gonna lie, I'd rather stay in 5e. I'd rather be welcome in the 5e game space with something that Wizards is allowing us to use all the IPs that I love, than to have to abandon it. So I guess we'll see what they want to do. I hate not knowing. But we'll see. There, just wishing this stuff into existence. I don't know. I'll trust the muse. She knows what to do. She has the player's guide. She knows where this is all going to pan out, and she's just trying to gently nudge me in the right direction with intuition. Grab some of that. That feels good. We can come in next session to fill in the filigree inside this, whatever this metal plate is. There, like that. Just keep filling in the details. Keep pushing the ball down the field. That angle is wrong. See that? Incorrect. Feels a little more natural. Up in here, up in here. We're gonna make things natural. Up in here, up in here. There we go. That helps solve that problem. There we go. Just like that. And again, we can come in and layer in a little bit more filigree here. Looks like we've just hit our time for the day, folks. So, what are my plans for the day? I'm planning on coming back at lunchtime, and I think we're going to... Let's turn this off. I'm going to come back at lunch. We're going to... I've been working on... working through all of the Eldraine... Wilds Eldraine monsters that were in the Monsters Compendium 4 that got released on D&D Beyond. I think I'm going to... I was about to say, I think I want to continue working on that. But I don't know if I do or not. Something is telling me that I might not be on stream at lunch today, and that makes me sad. But I have to be aware that it's a possibility. This is coming along nicely. So all I got to really do is just finish off this lower portion here, and I think I'll be happy with it. Yeah, let's leave that like that. Scooter just a little bit closer. That feels really good. All right, cool. We're gonna leave that like that for now. Yeah, we'll come back. We're gonna do more of this tomorrow morning. I believe we come back for lunchtime. I don't know what we're going to work on. We're going to work on something at lunchtime. So I'll be back in about, it's almost 8 o'clock here. I'll probably be back in like around 4 some odd hours for maybe like an hour of lunch stream. We'll see where that takes us. But in the meantime, that's it for today. So hitting the save button here, going to log out. I hope everyone has a great day. Thanks for checking this stuff out. I'm here 6 days a week streaming live, and I typically post a video on Sundays. That's a pre-recorded thing. So thanks a lot, Karen. I'll see you guys on the other side. Later, Gators.